Welcome. I know it's been a little while since I posted a video. YouTube is telling me that it's been 8 months, and that's a long time. So I meant to do some more recordings like in the fall, but then I ended up creating a mediumship 101 course that was 4 weeks, and then I ended up teaching that course straight for 4 months, which is great because you guys are liking it. But this December, I am only having one student and I'm finishing off next week. So I have some time to kind of release other content other than just being a teacher and a mentor. So I'm going to be doing some card readings today. So this is a deck of oracle cards that I've literally been using for over 10 years. The cards are beautiful. They're super colorful. And this is the back of them right there. So even though this is an Archangel deck, and this is what it is, this is the exact one I'm using. So it's by Doreen Virtue. Even though I'm not a religious person at all, it's just the deck that I have access to and have used for a long time. So that's what I'm going to be pulling today. So a collective reading is really meant for anyone who watches this video, and some of the messages will resonate with you. Some other messages might not, and that's okay. Because this isn't like a personal one-on-one reading where you come to me and we kind of chat back and forth in like a private setting, this is going to be what I call like a general collective. So whatever messages come through, take them or leave them. There's going to be some that resonate really, really highly with you, and there's going to be others that don't pertain to you at all. And it's meant to be like that. Like I said, this was 101, it'd be different. So I'm just shuffling the cards right now. I haven't used this deck in a little while. I want to say the last time I brought this deck out was, I think a couple weeks ago, when I was teaching oracle cards in one of my mentorship classes. I use my own cards as an example. So I'm just going to give them a shuffle, kind of mix them up. I also like to do a really good shuffle beforehand, because I really think it's important to touch the spiritual tool that you're using. All right, so my method of pulling oracle cards, and the one that I teach to my students, is after you've shuffled the deck, so this deck is nice and shuffled, we're going to hold it in our hand, so top and bottom hands right in the middle like a sandwich. And I'm just going to breathe into, kind of ground my energy, just because I'm super excited to be able to record this today. So we're just going to feel where in the deck I'm going to pull the message from. And I'm feeling a little bit more drawn to the bottom of the deck, so I split the deck in half. Use the bottom. I'm feeling top and bottom. Interesting. Try again. Okay, I'm feeling specifically this top card, but then I'm also feeling the bottom of the deck. So I split the bottom of the deck again. And I know I've been drawn to this top card, so I'm going to put it aside and we're going to include that one. Ugh. So stuffed up now that it's winter. Okay, so I'm feeling more down the middle, so I'm going to pick two other cards in addition to the first card that we had picked. So I have 3 cards in front of me. So like I said, if you don't resonate, that's totally fine. This reading isn't for you. If there are parts that resonate, just take the guidance in, see how it applies to your life, things like that. So the first card that I was drawn to was the traditional outdoors card. So it says, go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature to relieve the stress, and gain new creative ideas. What am I feeling for this card? It's almost like I'm being shown that you've been feeling more locked away, feeling more introverted than you usually are, feeling more hidden, or feeling like you need to hide yourself from the world for some reason, whether that be you doing a lot of internal work and healing and heal that shit and doing that process, or you just literally haven't had the time. But I don't feel like it's that you haven't had the time to go outside and connect with nature. I feel like it's more like you have been limiting yourself, and kind of shrinking the space that you take up in the world. And so this card for me is really saying it's time to get out there again. It's time to live a little bit more authentically. Like if you want to show up a certain way in your life, like get out there and do it. So that's what this card is meaning to me. So the second card is clear your space. So this one says get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you. And you can also use feng shui at the bottom. So just rearranging your space in a way that feels energetically good to you. Remember when we were kids and we would get random ideas in the night to like rearrange our bedrooms, and we would get up and we would rearrange our furniture, and we would move our bed against a different wall, and we would feel like so proud of ourselves and how like it's like a new bedroom, new me. That's kind of the energy of this card. Every time I pull it, it's always like we need to take stock of what's no longer serving us and let it go and kind of rearrange our life in a way that makes more sense to us now. So if you've been kind of stagnant on clearing physical clutter, emotional clutter, or you just need to switch up to just invite the energy back in, now is the time to do that in December. And then the third card here is a beautiful card. So it says hello from heaven. And this card says, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their love around you. So this card always shows up when we are missing someone who has passed, or we maybe are feeling a little bit of guilt that we didn't have a connection with someone before they passed, and we're kind of almost like, I want to say that we're grieving like a relationship with someone that has passed that we weren't able to have here. So just know that especially during holidays and towards like more seasons of family time, that those people all are able to come close to us and we can feel them a little bit more. So just pay attention if you have signs that come up, or if you are thinking of your loved ones in a different way or trying to connect with them. You know, you don't need to have someone right beside you in order to connect with their energy. Really, it's more about putting that thought out there and having the feeling kind of well up that you want to connect with this person in a certain way, trying to understand them more and trying to connect with them that way. You don't need to have a person in your physical space. So whether that's a family member or a friend or someone who has passed on that you don't have connection to physically anymore, this card is here to remind you that you do have that. So a reminder, we have the outdoors, clear your space, and hello from heaven. So that is going to be the message for today. All three of these beautiful cards. So I hopefully feel like that has helped somebody or is giving you the little nudge. If anything, I hope this was an entertaining watch. So I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. I'm going to try and get on and record some more of these before the end of 2025. So see you later.